The requirement is take one character array. It contains some number of elements. So for our discussion, I am taking 10 elements. So character values must enclose in single quotes. So for 10 elements, what is the starting index position? 0. Ending index position? 9. What is the requirement? Copy the vowels into a new empty array. Copy the consonants into another empty array. That's the requirement. So how do you do this one? So for declaring empty array, first what do we need to know? The size, right? So we need to know how many vowels are there, how many consonants are there in this array. How do we know it? When elements are not there, how do we know that the number of vowels? All of you. By using a count, right? So we can write a vowel logic, we can use a count variable and we can count them. So for that, I am taking one variable called int. I'll use count v for vowel and I initialize to 0. Do we need to count consonants also? Do we need to count consonants also? Mandatory or not mandatory? So there are two situations. The first situation is if the array consists of only alphabets. If the array consists of only alphabets, then not required to take count of consonants. But if array consists of some vowels, some letters and some special symbols also, then it is mandatory. Okay, depends on the question. If the question is array consists of only letters or alphabets, then not required. Then which one you want me to assume? Only alphabets, or shall I go for some special characters also? Special characters also. Then the second situation is if the array consists of alphabets and some special characters, then the corresponding approach which we are following it. So for this second scenario, we need one more variable called count consonants also. So I am taking count c equal to 0. Can we do this in a single line? Can we initialize multiple variables in single line? Yes, but it should be a comma, not semicolon. If it is semicolon, syntactically wrong. If it is comma, then we can do multiple variables with initialization. Okay. Next, what is the purpose of these two? Because the array contains some characters and special symbols, then we have to count how many vowels, how many consonants to declare the empty arrays with a proper size. Correct? So for that I am taking, then to make sure that it is alphabet, what is the condition? If I pick a 0th index position element, it should be a alphabet only. How do we make sure? By writing one if condition. How to write a condition? If ch of I. So where is I here? So this should be inside a for loop or outside? Inside a for loop. So for this, first I am taking a for loop for int I equals to 0, I less than or equals to ch dot length minus 1, then I plus plus. So inside this loop, to make sure that it is alphabet, then only I have to count whether it is a vowel or consonant. So for that I am taking one condition. If ch of I greater than or equals to small a and ch of I less than or equals to small z, or ch of I is greater than or equals to capital A and ch of I is less than or equals to capital Z. So this condition makes sure that the character is alphabet. Otherwise, we don't want to count it in the category of vowels or consonants. So inside this, so it is alphabet. Then how do you check vowel? Again, if condition. So what is the condition? If ch of I double equals to A or E, I am not writing the remaining part. You have to write 10 vowels, 5 small and 5 capital. I am not writing that. So inside this, if it is a vowel, then what we should increment? Count the vowel, we have to increment. Correct? Then else part. Else part. Is it definitely a consonant or not? So we are making sure that here it is alphabet. Then here vowel. If not, consonants only. No need to write any logics. So you can write count consonant plus plus. So end of my else then end of the outer if, and end of the for loop. This is the for loop which is giving us only the count, that's all. How many vowels are there? How many consonants are there? That is the information which we are getting with this for loop. This is clear to all? Yeah. Next, once we get the count of vowels, count of consonants, can we initialize empty arrays? Can we declare empty arrays? Yes, how to declare? So it is a character array. I'll go for V for vowels equals to new char of what length? What length? Count V. Correct or not? Number we have to give. So can I give ch dot length? No, because those many vowels may not be. Precisely, we have a vowel count separately here. What is that? Count V. Then semicolon. Then initialize our consonants array. Char C for consonants equals to new char of count C. Understood? So for this count of vowels, count of consonants only, we have written this previous code. Understood? Next, once it is there, the arrays are there. Now what we have to do? From this array, we have to copy only vowels into new vowel array. From this array, we have to copy only consonants into consonants array. Correct or not? Yeah, for that what to do? Take for loop for int I equal to 0, I less than or equals to, come on, ch dot length minus 1, next I plus plus. So with this for loop, we are going to consider each and every element of the given array. We are going to consider, that's all. We are not copying yet. Then after that, what array contains? Only alphabets or some special symbols also? Special symbols. But what we have to copy into these arrays? All vowels into vowels array, consonants into consonants array. Remaining, we have to filter out. So how to filter again? The same condition we have to write. What is that? If ch of I is greater than equals to a and ch of I is less than or equal to z, again, or ch of I is greater than or equals to a and ch of I is less than or equals to capital Z. So this is the condition. So if it is a character, then if it is a vowel, copy into vowel array. So for that again I have to check it's a vowel or not. How to check it? If ch of I double equals to a or e or I or o or u. It is not correct way to write it, but you know how to write. Correct? So here is the important point. Inside this one, if it is a vowel, which element we have to copy? Ch of I we have to copy into V of all of you. V of I can I use? Can I use V of I? Yes or no? No, we can't use. What's the problem if I use I? For example, 0th element is vowel. Which array it will be copied into? V array. Assume the first element is consonant. It will be copied into which array? Consonant array. In which position? First position. But it's in consonant array, what will be there in first position? Empty, right? Are you getting me? So if I copy ch of I into, say, V of I. Assume ch of 0 is vowel. In which position it will be copied? V of 0. Assume ch of 1 is a consonant. Where it has to copy? C of which one? 0 it has to copy actually. But what is my I value here? 1. Then here also 1 position. Then what will be there in 0th position of this C array is my question. It's not possible, right? That is the reason behind why we have to go for a different variable is because of this reason. Then I'll continue here. Do we need 2 more external variables or not? Yes or no? One to follow the vowel array index positions, one to follow the consonants array index position. So I am taking when j equals to 0, k equal to 0. Now tell me what should I write here? CH of I, this we can't change it, but it has to copy into which position of this vowel? 0th position. So can I use one of these two? Yes, so here I'm using V of J. After copying element into this J or V of J, what J has to happen? J has to be incremented for next element if it is coming. That's what I'm writing here. J plus plus. End of my if. In else part, what to write? C of which variable? C of K equals to CH of I. After this, no place. So I'm writing here itself K plus plus. Then end of my outer if, end of my outer for. So this is how we can copy only vowels into a vowel array precisely and only consonants into a consonant array precisely. If we miss any of these, you'll get the incorrect output.